everything that's going on in this moment. Not a snapshot in time that I'm thinking about that was, somewhere in the past, or dreaming about something in the future, but really connecting with this moment. And I was reminded today, I was doing a little reading, and I was thinking about kids and how playful they are and goofy they are, and how present they are in the moment, and connecting with everything, and commenting on so many things, and touching things, and into everything. That's really quite connected. It feels distracted and nutso to us, but as a kid, they are actually really connected. So as we learn to sit in this natural way and point our awareness towards this moment, it may feel a little bit more playful and a little more light instead of heavy. So cultivate that. Make that part of your intention as you sit, is to become a little lighter, a little more playful. And goofy's all right too, in my book. So we started out the week with an introduction to natural meditation, and that's really, just squarely pointing our attention to this present moment. So I like to say it's catch and release. So we catch ourselves in those moments of distraction, in thoughts about the past or the future, or some mundane thought that we think maybe we need to get up and Google. We catch ourselves in that moment of distraction, and that's really a cool moment to celebrate. That's really the moment that everything shifts. That's the game changer for you, is catching yourself in that moment. And instead of being judgy or nasty to yourself, be playful, and we can just bring that awareness back to this moment and release it. So catch and release, catch and release. And we're going to release that awareness right here in this moment, where we're sitting, where we can feel our heartbeat, where you can feel the sensation of your breath. You can see thoughts, feelings, emotions, and sensations arising as they do. So here and now. So we started off with natural meditation. We yesterday we did some general or basic breath meditation, and it's basically just a calming meditation, a balancing meditation. So if you're feeling anxious or you're feeling depressed, so no matter if you're kind of high or low, that balancing breath will bring you back to center, which is where we really want to be. It's not about changing our attitude or our experience from the depths of despair to the heights of exuberant joy, but instead just finding this perpetual okayness. So center of the road, not the extremes, just middle path, right in the center. So perpetual okayness, which is good. And our awareness will do that for us, as we can just see things as they are, and we can just label them, okay, that is what it is. That's middle of the path. So you'll find it pretty quickly when you start not reacting so unconsciously to stimulus. And we do that through the presence of awareness. So with that balancing breath, we're really bringing all of our body and mind into this present state. So when we're watching and counting the breath, and we counted yesterday, in breath 1, 2, 3, 4, exhale 4, 3, 2, 1, inhale 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. One of the shifts that we'll make today is adding some mantra. And we don't have to do this mantra externally. You don't have to speak it. You can if you'd like, but just saying it in your mind is sufficient enough. And I just use the words here, now, awake, and aware. So instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, here, now, awake, and aware, reminding myself to be here, now, awake, and aware. Here, now, awake, and aware. Here, now, awake, and aware. So we're adding mantra of intention, reminding ourselves, reconditioning ourselves to be in this present, alive moment. This is really the best place to be. And I say that because this is where everything's stemming from, right? So cause and effect, right? We know that cause and effect is our karma. That's what goes forward. So if something is happening right now and I react in an unconscious way right now, I'm sending forward that cause and effect. So I'm just going to wait for the effect of what I caused in this moment. And if I did that from an unconscious place, it may be less desirable than a conscious reaction. So when I see, oh, that's fear, when I recognize that I'm having a reaction that's fear-based, then I can get ahead of it and go, okay, that's all right, Ron. It's okay. Land the plane. And then my reaction is calmness and non-reactiveness. And now I've set forward something that is really level planed. So this is the place to be. This is where the vehicle is moving. So we want to be at the wheel and with the pedals and the instruments, awake and aware here now, not thinking about 10 miles ahead or 10 miles back, but right here, right now. This is the best place for your attention. So we're reconditioning because we get lost. We've just been taught to get lost each time we find ourselves uncomfortable, and that discomfort also includes boredom. So if you're sitting in this very mundane moment and nothing's really exciting or happening, our thoughts go somewhere else. So during this period, we really cultivate even the awareness of the mundane. So when there is a stimulus, we can hone in on it and see what it is. Oh, that's a thought of the past. And I can recognize it as a thought from the past rather than having even a physical and somatic response that tenses me up and makes me now in a fearful fight or flight mode. So as we settle with this breath, I'd like to teach you a quick unbutton my button here because I just don't like stuff around my neck. So if when we're breathing, because we want to breathe through the nose and not the mouth if we can. Mouth is for eating, nose is for breathing. So when we're feeling stressed or when we're intentionally trying to just balance ourselves, you want to try to close your mouth and breathe through your nose. And I understand that this is the season for the sneezing. It is for me as well. So I have a little bit of stuffiness today. I can breathe through both sides, but it's a little bit more constricted than normal. So I understand if you can't and you feel breath starved. So if that is the case, please breathe through your mouth, but maybe narrow the opening, kind of like you're blowing through a straw. So it's not just these big gulps of air, okay? So we want to do that. And if you have, like I do, often one side is kind of blocked, you can do this alternate nostril breathing. And this is the yogic version, not the Tibetan version. So the Tibetan version is a little more 3-channel-ish, where this is just we breathe in and then breathe out, blocking one side, breathing out through the other, then breathing right back in through that side, and then closing off that side we just breathed through, breathe out over here, and then back in. So out, in, out, in, out, in. Okay? So we can do that. You want to try that? Let's try that. So breathing in through both. Block the right. Out the left. Breathe in. Block the left. And out the right. Out the right, or in the right. Block the right and out the left. In the left. Block the left and out the right. Breathe in. Open both. Breathe out through both. In through both. Out through both. And we want to kind of slow it, not taking huge deep breaths. And I will also recommend the handkerchief or the box of tissues, because sometimes breath exercise equals in snottercise. So with all that said, I'm going to start us off, and I'll just guide you through. And as I say the words, here, now, awake and aware, you'll breathe in. Here, now, awake and aware. Exhale, inhale, exhale. And I'll guide you through, and then I'll just kind of winnow down. You continue on your own, and let your breath find its natural pace, slowing as you go. Yeah? So I'm going to ring the bell, and we'll let that sound and vibration invite us into this present moment, onto our seats and into this practice. Close your eyes, straighten your spine. Take a few deep breaths through your nose if you're able, into your lower belly. Your belly should move out as you breathe in. Just taking a few conscious breaths. Now beginning. Inhale, here, now, awake, aware. Exhale, in, here, now, awake, aware. Inhale, here, now, awake, aware. Exhale, here, now, awake, aware. Inhale, here, now, awake, aware. Exhale, here, now, awake, aware. Breathing in, here, now, awake, aware. Exhale, here, now, awake, aware. Here, now, awake, aware. Here, now, awake, aware. Here, now, awake, aware. Letting all of your thoughts and your intention be here, now, awake and aware. Nowhere else to go and nothing else to do. Just be here, now, awake, aware. Resting with ease, here, now, awake, aware. Relaxing, releasing, here, now, awake and aware. Letting all the stress just move from your being. Here, now, awake and aware. mantra, here, now, awake and aware. Remind yourself as you go through your day, here, now, awake and aware. And it's really, a lot like when you're driving. And you're going to be much more effective at avoiding unwanted things if you're paying attention to here, now, awake and aware, not thinking 10 miles ahead or 10 miles behind, here and now, in this moment where everything is so vitally important. So stick with it. We'll be back tomorrow and we'll do some loving kindness meditation, which is important and good to experience and cultivate within your meditation practice that you should be practicing a little bit